Hey guys, it's AprilMayRain. You are looking awesomely beautiful today. Guys, today is all about you because we'll be going through the entire room tour. This is it, guys. I will be answering all your guys' questions about all the little details that I can think of and just going through the room and showing you guys everything. I was going to just flip the camera around and just do it that way, but I love this YouTube creator to YouTube viewer interaction. If you guys don't know, my superpower is I can look into the camera of a lens and just see all you guys and just be hanging out with you guys. So this is what I want right here. So this will be a more casual video, of course, but if you want to let me know in the comments as I'm going through something you want to know more in-depth information about, please let me know so I can make an entire video about it because that'd be super fun for me. So if without further ado, we can get started. If you don't even want to watch this video because you don't like this Steve Irwin style of, oh, okay guys, check it out. It's a mug. It looks amazing on this desk. Oh, crikey. So if you don't like that kind of style of video, just click away or click the link in the description where it shows the Google Doc of everything that I have in my condo, or you could have that open while I'm going through stuff to make, little things easier. I don't have links there because links are kind of finicky, but I'll really try and show every single product as I'm talking about it as a picture on the screen. So let's get started. So to start off, the most important part about the setup is going to be the trash can. Guys, having a trash can in your space that's kind of hidden and out of the way is actually extremely important to keeping the space clean. So guys, something like this really works for my setup. Super easy to open and close, just throw little things in there. It's great, fits in the corner, no problems there. Next is mirrors. I really like to have a lot of mirrors in my space. Mirrors really just give it that open vibe, and I'm gonna make sure my hair doesn't die through this whole thing. Having mirrors just really opens up the room. This one over here and my triangle mirror over here, super cool to have just to make it look like a more bigger space. If you guys like mirrors, just make sure they're not reflecting too much of the light that is strip-wise, so I can actually show you guys under the desk right now. But this is not what you wanna see as a viewer of as a user of a setup or as a viewer, is having the individual LEDs showing is not good. So mirrors actually so if I was gonna put LEDs back here, you will be able to see that, which I had before, but I didn't like that effect because it just showed it too much. So I'd either have to take out the mirror or figure out a way to work around that. So these are from IKEA. I love the grates up top. There's a few pictures of my setup where I have the Elgato lights hanging from this side or like up here. Super nice to have. I really enjoyed just having both of these and custom painting them. So originally they come in wood, but as of when I got them, I painted them, and these are probably at least a year old. And so far, I have not had any problems after I paint them, so the paint hasn't chipped. These kind of come out. I have some stuff in here, so I have like an iFixit kit and little things. I used to have all my boxes from like my Apple products and all like computer boxes, but I took those all out and I haven't really decided what to do with these. If you guys have any comments of things I want to have on the shelves, I want little like cool knickknacks and things, but I don't know. Let me know in the comments. IKEA plants, guys, just having like a splash of green in the setup is super nice, I think, in my opinion, to have. I really enjoyed getting IKEA plants that have the white base, of course, to match the white setup. So having something like this, super nice to have. This actually has functionality too. If I move this, look, we are hiding cables. We are hiding cables, guys. It is all about manipulating your setup to hide those cables. So super nice to have just an IKEA plant there. Coming up here, these lights. These are lights by Aaron. We're gonna take you guys under the desk again because I have 2 of them up here and 4 of them in my art studio. If you guys don't already, follow me on Instagram where you guys can see some cool art stuff that I do in the art studio that's downstairs. So I have these lights connected to a master switcher. So if I do this, look at that, push the button, boom. So if I want to just have those lights on, I just reach under the desk when I'm here and just turn those on. It turns both of them on. These actually are individual switchers too. So this can go on and can go off, super easy, and they can connect also via these ports here. So if I wanted another one up there. Also, really quickly, I want a screen up there. I want a mounted TV. I want like one of those BFG and those big ass monitors that are like 49 inches or something. It'd be super cool to have one of those up there where you can mount it to come down and up. That's just an idea. If you guys have any suggestions about 90-degree TV mounting or monitor mounting, please let me know. Coming back, these are really, really good quality soundproofing. This is by Acoustimax. They are 4 feet by 1 foot, I believe, with a beveled edge, white, of course. I have 4 of them. I have 2 that kind of sandwiches me up here, and then I have, of course, that space in between. So these just sit right above my windows. So my windows, I can talk about those, just lead outside. Essentially, these open up, so if I wanted some fresh air, I could do that from downstairs. And I have to actually show you guys, like, part of my condo, which here's part of the condo. Yeah, look at this wall. This wall was custom built. It's about, I want to say, I'll have to QC on the square footage of the wall, but this wall is built from it was actually a loft. So this actually loft out, like, you know, about 4 or 5 feet up, and then this was all open. But you can't live in a space, like I live with my older brother, and I can't live in this space with just an open loft. I wouldn't be able to have any of this up here because lofts don't really work that way. So have the wall. So if I come back here, I actually want to show you this too. This is an Ethernet cord that I have running down here that goes into our router downstairs, and that feeds in to the whole setup. And I don't know if I'm trying to look at the camera and look at what I'm doing, so apologize if that's confusing for you guys. And that leads upstairs. Really recommend having a place where you can do Ethernet, because I want to figure out a better way for that. So, okay, let's move on to speakers, lights, and more things. Gotta stay hydrated. So for my speakers, this is probably the most controversial part about the whole setup, because in retrospect, if you see a picture of my setup, you see the guitars, it's like, oh, he does music, but these speakers are not in the positions that they are for mastering music. If you guys are audio guys, you guys know that there is certain types of angles and certain types of positions that you're supposed to have your speakers in order to master audio. Obviously, this isn't my setup. A lot of people give me some grief about when the desk is in standing position that this speaker is blocked by the computer. I've never had any problems with sound, and this piece of hair is gonna bother me this whole video. Never had any problems with sound or staying anywhere in the setup where I'll be in my bed watching something on my computer and not have any problem with sound. So before you guys are so quick to judge, speaker placement is totally personal preference, and it works best for your setup. If I had these any closer, of course, when I'm raising and lowering the desk, it's gonna hit them. And I just really like the position of them inside of this grate, inside of the IKEA shelf. Super awesome, just sitting up there in these, just like, not IKEA, but Amazon, just wall mounts that I've used, just some spray paint to spray this on. So I also use spray paint on this, if I didn't mention that. Got to make sure to mention all the things. So yeah, definitely. And then the sub too, people think that this was gonna, like, oh, if I have anything on top of the sub, it's gonna buzz. Like, no, not at all. I've never had that problem. I've never had this buzz on the ground either. This is a nice foam pad that's actually used as a seat. Like, you're supposed to sit on this, but the sub works great on this. I have it to a frequency that's appropriate for living in a condo where I have neighbors that are only on this side, but they also have a loft up there. So there's like, they don't have anything up there is what I checked, and they're like never up there. So I could be as loud as I want, play loud music, and it's fine. So, and this is just sitting on top of Uplifts. Uplift is the kind of desk that I have too, so this is also by Uplift. Just a file cabinet. I keep little knickknacks in here, and of course all the adult stuff that you guys don't need to know about because being an adult sucks. Coming back to the Elgato lights, also another controversial part about the setup is because, you know, obviously if I'm here, these lights are completely being blocked, but when I sit down in the desk, they totally work. So that's kind of something that I need your guys' help on, is the lighting position of the Elgatos is super difficult. I was gonna have them just, of course, on the desk, but then the Elgato lights just run into the window when I am raising and lowering the desk. So this is a problem for me that I'm still trying to figure out. And when I had them out here, it was great, but they were a little too, you know, they blocked a little too much. But these are super nice. I have them connected to my keyboard, so if I push a key, they turn off. And if I have them connected to my phone too, so it's super nice when I'm on a video call at work or just streaming or whatever I'm doing. Super nice to have the Elgato key lights. Can't recommend them more. Very nice to have. Coming to Geez, I guess we're doing. I mean, okay, Xbox controller with the charger, that's fine. Cable management, I'll do it all in one swoop. But let's talk about the desk, guys. This is an 80-inch Eco Curve from Uplift, white on white. So I have the white legs with the white top, V2 desk. I have a controller here that will raise and lower the desk, and I have a desk extension on this guy. If I can show you guys this. This is pretty new to my setup, is the desk extension. If you guys watched the Random Frank P video with the setup, this wasn't there. I had my computer standing here. Everything sat here, but obviously the screen had to be turned more for the computer to fit over here. So this desk extension adds like another foot. So this is getting close to, and if I got another one, it's over 100 inches of desk, which is crazy. So the cables back there are going to be blocked. I just haven't done this side yet. So I just wanted to make this video to crank it out for you guys because it's important for me to show you guys this. But that is the desk. If I push one, now I'll show you guys a little closer because it's hard for me to look. If I push one, this drops the desk to my sitting position. If you can see my chair, this is a good example of where I'm going to be sitting down. And as that's dropping, you guys can hear how quiet it is. While I take a break, these casual videos are tough because I can't use very many transitions. And then if I push two, look, we're going right back up. I'll show you guys how that looks there. Boom. Easy as that. Cannot recommend a standing desk more. It is extremely healthy for you to be standing. I hated being, and I don't want to make but waking up, you're lying down, you're down, getting up, sitting down, you're down, and just like your body's just slow. And I just liked the feeling of having the versatility of being in a standing desk. So if you are looking for a desk right now and cannot, I don't know, afford a standing desk, try and hybrid your setup to where you can stand. It's super important, guys. Oh, excuse me. Super important to have a standing desk. Coming from the desk, let's talk about these monitors. These are Predator X34Ps, all overclocked to 120 hertz. Each of them are running, of course, at the 3440 by 1440. That was a mouthful. 1440. So it is essentially the super ultra wide resolution, but I have the two monitors at a higher refresh rate, which is super nice. Things that I want to do for the setup, there's an LG 38-inch that I'm looking at, and Predator is supposed to come out with their next 38-inch model. Same with Alienware has a really good one coming out, so that is probably what I'll upgrade to, is get these guys, because that's the reason why I got the desk extension, is to get these guys to the 38-inch form factor. Super cool. I used one once and I was like in love with it. I love these though. These are super nice. I got the Random Frank P wallpaper, of course. Just the snowy background, which sucks because it's summer right now as I'm recording this, and and it's raining right now too, so it's not snowing, but this is kind of the snowy background there. So that is essentially these monitors. I have them mounted with this NB. I'll show it up on the screen, but it is a type of dual monitor where it has one point of mount and then has a dual monitor setup. There's some that have one arm that goes into two. You have to have the individual dual setup to be able to hold monitors like these. And this stand in specifically only lets you do 32 inches, but this is really nice that I can have the 34 inches and it's still great. These barely move at all. I mean they don't have any sag if I want them to, but let me show you guys the kind of fun things you can do. So this monitor, now it's really hard to show you guys, but this can pull out to go as in as it can. So first of all, the Eco Curve is what I mentioned the desk before. Curves almost perfectly to the monitors that are the curvature of the monitor. So like the edge of this curve starts here, and if I move this back, the edge of the monitor starts where this is. So when I'm sitting here, I'm literally experiencing the entire curve. So coming back, I can show you just the verse. So this isn't like, it's still connected, but I can pull these to face into which, that's not practical. But what I really want to show you is that I can flip these to go this way and flip this guy to go this way. So when I'm chilling on my couch, and I can show you guys like the angles I have here, the monitor is actually facing the couch now. So when I drop it, to sitting position, I can sit on the couch and have the monitor right here and be playing games as I'm on the couch. Cool part about it too is if I turn this even farther, boom, you bring another laptop or another keyboard set up here, plug it into this monitor, boom, bring another laptop over, or no, just use my computer for this. My little brother and I love to play like 2-player games where we're facing off each other, but we're in the same room. Way fun. We love to do Rocket League like this too, where we just both have our individual setups just like that. Super awesome. Give me a second as I fix these guys. As I was putting these monitors back into place, I had my light go out, so I'm just charging that. It's just my key light that's on my vlog style setup. So while that's charging, we're gonna keep going. The Logitech Brio 4K, I love this webcam. It's an old webcam. I cannot believe they haven't really updated this, but I really enjoy it. And I get asked about this monitor mount a lot, or this webcam mount a lot, which is a DSLR mount for like top view photography. So it's a really strong mount that can hold like a DSLR, topwards to shoot shots down. But I just have this mounted on this bracket that I have from the computer mount, so it works great. As you saw, you can swing everything out just fine and it still just stays there. So great just to hop on a webcam call or stream or make videos. So there's that. Let's talk about audio as in terms of the microphone, the Shure SM7B, the most famous kind of podcast microphone that's out there. I really enjoy it. Nothing really wrong with how I have it set. I mean, I just have it set up pretty basic. And yeah, it's a great mic. One of my buddies just got it, and he, I think, has the same mic stand. And we were talking about getting a white mic stand with the white cable, because I really want to just get this set up correctly. But I cannot find any white mic stand that is as good as quality as the Rhodes. So if you guys know any that I'm able to get, because a lot of them I'm seeing in Europe and stuff. There's one I can able to get, please let me know. The ones that are like super cool, that kind of like come down and their arms that come out like that. Super great, but I can show you just the versatility of how this works. This can move all the way out, all the way out here like this, and can be tilted up to where I can talk down or talk up to it. Super great, really enjoy it. I'm gonna show you guys back in here. We're gonna get low, guys. Up there's my cloud lifter. If you guys don't know what these are, just the Cloud 2 that's up there. So I have 2 channels in there. I haven't really needed the other one for any reason, but 2 channels are up there. And then that goes up to and we'll talk about all the cables at the end, goes up to the Focusrite. This is just the 2x2, the Scarlett, the 2i2. The 3rd gen, great, really like this thing. I can monitor everything. When I turn on the mic, you can see that I can start hearing myself, and that's just the phantom power. So look, I can hear, if I test it right now, look, check, 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 yep. So, and then if I just want it off, boom, I don't have to open up any other software. If I just want to have my mic running, then that's it, and then it turns off. I use this side for strictly guitar stuff. So when I want to, record vocals while I do guitar, just throw the guitar in there, open up my softwares, and then I start just going crazy with the music. So there's this little guy, great little piece of hardware. Then it goes to my Stream Deck. The Stream Deck is fun. I really want more uses to it. Right now it's just set up for my stream stuff, which I can record right there and like go to my different scenes, like play the game and talk. Really need more use for it. I'll have to make a video about what my use is for, because I had it set up to where it's like, oh, go to YouTube, go to Reddit as like links, hyperlinks to go to links, but didn't really like that. So I'll just have to, either if I make more streaming videos and stuff like that, then I really utilize it. So that's a thing there. Let's talk about the keyboard, because I get a lot of questions about this guy. This is I'm going to turn on the lights there. This is a K95 Corsair keyboard. Very, very good keyboard. I really like it a lot. It's the black Cherry MX Browns. I have the Cherry MX Speed Gunmetal Gray Edition at work. So I use both those keyboards at my physical office, and then here I have the brown switches. I have custom white keycaps on these guys. This is the Gen 1 version, so it doesn't have like the crazy RGB. I also painted this. I get asked about this a lot. I painted this white, which is just the armrest, I guess. Yeah, so that's just custom painted white. Everyone asked me, like, why does it look so different than the others? All I did was paint this white. That's it. I didn't want to do anything else. I'm planning on upgrading this keyboard when I get a good white version that comes out for the K95, because I hope they come out with that cool white version that Corsair has. And then I have the Elite Pro here, which is a great mouse too. Super great to have that snipe button. And then I have the MM 350 here, which I made a video about. Super great mouse pad. No complaints there. So my setup's good. I think Razer has really good white peripherals that I like more as far as what they are, but the second I got parts in my computer, so as you can see, I'm going to start changing profiles and then showing the computer, because that'll be the next thing I'll talk about. I have them changed to where my lighting to my mouse, you can see that it's that purple, those Fortnite colors, and then I got like the rainbow puke, and then there's off right there. So, and there's just like the white set. So everything is linked together. If I went with Razer, I would kind of lose that, and I just really have been enjoying that these past few years. I've had the ecosystem of Corsair. So guys, really important part about the setup too is going to be this guy. Everyone talks about this. This is just a monitor or a computer riser. That's all that it is. I think you can Google like keyboard covers or something like that, but this is, I don't believe, available anymore. But everyone asks me about this so much because it's super cool to have. I really recommend lifting your PC on something. I don't like that it's just like on your desk. It's super cool to have it rised. So I will let you know if I can find a link to that or anything that I can show up on the screen. Super awesome to have. We can go into the computer now. Guys, I'll just do this really quickly because I need to make like a whole video about it. But guys, this is a Corsair case, an older Corsair case, but everything is slammed into this. And I'm going to try and show you guys just the computer itself. I have a 10-core, 20-thread CPU in there. It's the X series. I think it's a 7900X. And then I have, of course, 64 gigs of RAM, the GTX Poseidon. So this computer is called Poseidon for the reason of the Poseidon card. And then, yeah, all custom water cooled. This was the first computer I ever built. It took all summer of 15, I believe, to build this thing. It was so much fun, so much stress. I had a fantastic time building it, and my little brother helped me out a lot. It was just a lot of fun as a first computer built, because before I was just on a laptop, and that was fun. But if you're gonna do something like this, just make sure you have the time and the money, and don't be building this when you don't have a computer. So have a computer and then be building this on the side. So let me just talk about the configuration really quick, because I think it's really cool. I have the reservoir here. If you can see this flow gauge, everything is flowing clockwise. So I have the reservoir here that's pumping pumping liquid, which is just a coolant. It's a really good heat distribution coolant that just is in the computer to just reduce the amount of heat. Everything is running through. And if you guys aren't really watch Linus Tech Tips, come on, like it's really cool to learn this stuff. It was a lot of fun to just go through all this, but because that's how I learned everything, is through Linus Tech Tips. So this is the reservoir. It's pumping water through the tube that's up there, and I don't know if you can see it's back there. It's going into this radiator here. The radiator, of course, dissipating the heat, and then going into the processor here. I'm going to really try and show this. Going to the processor there, going back into the radiator here, going to the GPU from there, and then getting heat back up, and then coming back to the reservoir. So that's just kind of the loop that it's making. Really like this case. The upgrades that I'm going to make, we'll probably just make a whole new computer when DDR5 comes out for RAM and the new RTX series. I really want to upgrade my cards. I actually can't get new monitors or run another screen, I think, until I get a new graphics card, because I'm running into some serious walls as I'm continuing on troubleshooting and or just doing my work, which is like, software engineering and the games that I'm playing. So I'm pushing it really hard, and I think I need to upgrade the graphics card first, but I just think I want to just build a whole new system, because why not? So, and to finish off the setup before we do the cable management, we have another set of speakers here. Of course, the other Elgato key light, and everything's kind of the same. Reflect on this side. Obviously, I got the samurai sword, got this for a birthday present, and it's just a cool part of the setup just to have a sword. Obviously, I'm not defending myself from any space aliens or anything like that, so it's just kind of cool to just have. Guitars, I have an Ibanez 7-string that I just usually have on this wall mount here, and then I have the Legator 8-string, which is also a fantastic guitar, super light, the Ghost that I have here when I want to do my kind of more fun music stuff. So I'm going to talk about the cables and the cable management next. So to start off, this really isn't the best representation of what I want to show first. I should have gotten my another one of these cable management guys before I even made this video, but whatever. So to show you guys, I have 5 of these cable management kind of caddies. I really don't know. They're just slots for stuff. The battery is essentially the only thing that you can see, and that's for the desk itself. But I have 5 of these. I have one here, one here, one here, one there, and one there. And you can see it makes this kind of V shape out, this kind of big U. And all the cables are just tucked up in there, so I have nothing to see here. The only cables that are running up through are the power cable that's to the power strip, which is up here, which I super love this power strip. I'll try and post this one up on the screen, and I can try and do this backwards, but it's super nice to have modular plugs, so I can either be like showing you guys it in, or attaching it from the inside or attaching it from the outside. And then I have these cable sleeves that go up on either side. I really recommend these guys, so I can show you guys over here. Cable sleeve is super nice just to come up and hide all those big cables. I have to go to the speakers and the lights. So I come back over here and show you guys the same on this side. I probably need to increase the one on this end. So if I flip this over, this is essentially just Velcro. Velcro is the only thing that's keeping this in. Super nice to have everything just controlled going in there, and I have some of these guys in there too, which is just more Velcro strips. And then I have these little latches here that keep the cables that have to be shown, like for the controller, kind of shown there. So let me show you guys around this way, because this is going to be fun. It's going to be harder for me to see what I'm actually showing you guys. So as you can see, everything is just shoved into this cable caddy that I have here, and then it goes to that master switcher. I have 2 extensions. If you guys don't know, it's super good to have extension cables that are just, you know, male to female extension cables, so you can make things move farther out if you need to, because do not stress too much about space. You guys can spread your setup as far as you can if you guys have the space for it. I really recommend just trying to make it as big as you can, whether that's like, you know, moving the lights, the speakers, just make it bigger. Trust me, it's a great feeling to have the amount of space and room, because this, 100-inch desk is great. Okay, that's essentially everything that is the cables. I'm trying to think of anything else, but that's as basic as it is. This is how the desk extension is made. It has this bracket here. PC sits on that. It's not super wobbly. Everyone's saying like, oh, your desk has to be so wobbly. It is not that bad. And at first it was, but I adjusted some things. It made it a lot better. So guys, I think, and the chair, Noble chairs, guys. Classic Noble chair, white. Best chair that I could have asked for. Super great. You can go back all the ways, you know, like a PewDiePie setup. And yeah, I think that's it with everything on that side. So when I continue, I'll just do the rest of the room really quick and finish off this really quick video for you guys. Okay, and last thing, I did want to show how many cables I'm actually coming out of here. I didn't really show back here, but I have an extension cable that is for the webcam. I have my wireless stuff there for the internet if I wanted to do wireless stuff. And then I have some of these guys, which are just extension USBs. And these blue ones here, I can kind of show. It's really hard for me to get that angle, but those blue ones are actually for my monitor mount here. So my, of course, displays have USBs on them, but this is a USB passport that I can pass through that I could just plug in a USB and just play a movie or something off of that, or do file stuff. Another thing that's actually really important, and I'm trying to get to the realism of the desk here, is this little hook right here is for my bag, my work bag. When I come home, I usually just hook it there, or my gym bag. It's really nice to have something a place for everything. So like my wallet is like just sitting here for no reason, but having like places for everything is really important. So I can't stress that enough too, is everything has a place. It'll make your setup look super clean. Dang, this video is gonna be so long. Okay. Continuing with everything, I'll try and be really quickly with everything else. Guys, this is a LG. This is the C9 4K, obviously OLED. Super great to have a TV with our hue lights in the back. Let's talk about lights. Everything's hued. I have the hues that are back here. I forgot to mention there. I have hues that are under the couch. This is an all modern couch that I got pretty recently. I had a black couch here, but I really wanted a white couch, and this is great. It has the hue ropes that are under here because it works a lot better for the more vibrancy of lights. I got this guy on Amazon. Great little, just a coffee table. I want to show you guys this down here. I have another riser down here. I can't even get it out without even moving this. Oh, sorry guys. Okay, this is kind of my portable setup that I will take this out, and this is another computer riser, and I take this out and I throw this here, and then now I can have controllability of the TV with a mouse and keyboard if I wanted to game like that. But usually I just game, I use the Xbox controller on here to just game here. Got this on Amazon too. Really nice, flush, minimal entertainment center. It's got that drawer that's super nice. And then I have little IKEA plants. Coming back to the hues, the hue lights are great. It has the whole synchronization of lights. Don't know if I'll include it in this video. It might be a part 2 where I'll just show myself gaming with the lights and then gaming on the TV with the lights and doing movies and stuff like that. So that's the TV. I can come over here. These are just IKEA things too. More IKEA. I love IKEA. I know IKEA isn't like, it's a brand that everyone kind of recognizes, which if you want to be kind of cool like this stuff, or I'm like this kind of things, and the couch are very unique, but IKEA is just has that look that it's really my style. So these are great for me. These are just IKEA things with another IKEA plant. I really recommend you guys, if you're gonna go with IKEA plants, get the little rocks that they have. It makes it look way more clean and natural. I have just a big piece of glass up there for no reason. The reason is more to keep the desks or the dressers just kind of, there's no seam here. If I'm putting stuff on here, nothing's getting lost through the cracks. So weights I have over here, obviously from what's going on right now. No gyms are open, so I've been been trying to work out on my floor. So coming here is more, so everything, the IKEA setup works really well with, is that, what the heck? Okay, the IKEA lights are set up under there. They're just running through the back, and then this is of course a queen mattress and a queen desk frame from IKEA. I have the nano leaf lights. I get asked about these so much, and I can actually turn off. Why don't we turn off some of these lights so I can show you guys, because that's basically the setup right there. But I'm gonna get things pretty dark to show you guys the setup. There we go. So that makes a lot more sense. As you guys can see now through those pictures that were I can show on the screen, is the setup when it's dark out or when there's just no light. Looks super good. I obviously look, I have no lamp over here because of the amount of light that comes out of this, and everything is controlled from my watch. So when I want to use a night light, or I'm eating food and watching a movie and I want some light, I just use all the hues that I have that are all connected, and then it works out great. So this is that. I'm going to turn these back on because I do want to show you guys this kind of setup here. Another IKEA plant and the Dyson air filter. I live in Colorado where air is extremely dry, and it's really nice to have an air filter and something like that I can also sleep next to, because I really like that kind of white noise. That's the word. I love white noise while I sleep. And then white comforter and the triangle mirror, which I talked about mirrors earlier. Is that it? I have this that I stand on that works great when I'm barefoot. Otherwise, I just use shoes to not get tired. And then I have the Corsair, my old mouse pad that I have is just kind of like a eating pad. I have my bathroom here, which isn't important. Actually, it might be a little important because my bathroom has a hue light in it too. So when I'm taking a bath, and trying to calm down and de-stress, this light is actually, and I don't know if I can do that from my watch as I'm recording. This might be weird, guys, but let's see if I can do this. So if I wanted to, if they're not connected, it's yelling at me for some reason. So it's probably yelling at me for some reason. But that is also and that actually might be on too, because they're all different colors right now. So that is super nice to have in the bathroom. And then I guess I can show you guys like a little of the sink. That's it. Just normal bathroom you guys already saw outside. Guys, I think that's it. Oh my gosh, this is such a long video. Oh gosh, the ceiling stuff. This is an Elgato green screen that, look, the fan's even on. And I'll talk about the fan. Look, the fan's on and I can still bring this down. I got a fan that is able to work while I can stream or use the green screen. Obviously, it's not going to be on while I'm recording, but it's nice to be able to have a fan that doesn't interact with the green screen that pulls down if I'm, webcamming or anything. This is a really important part, is the fan, because I got to talk to you guys. Obviously, it has a controller. It has different fan speeds, but I'm actually going to show you guys the lights. So there's two kinds of lights that do that, and one that does this. So it gets a whole new kind of look to the room. It's very futuristic, looks like a spaceship. I'm going to actually stop the fan so you guys can see how cool it looks when it is stopped. So that just is right there. Oh gosh. I know I'm going to stop this video and forget about everything, and I'm going through like just mental states right now. Okay, now you guys can see the fan kind of slow down. Gosh, this is a really cool, but if you've made it this far in the video, this is going to be your treat, because these are retractable fan blades that slowly are turning into, let me try and get out of the way so you guys can actually see that. Oh, look. Oh, yeah. Boom. I get so excited about this stuff. You guys must think I'm a total nerd, but it was really important and really fun that I just made this video. I loved how casual it was, and I loved just the feeling of showing you guys my room, because everyone from Frank P's video literally thought I was living in this some kind of computer rendered matrix. They were like, cool rendition, bro, or like, this is obviously all completely fake. Definitely not the vibe that I was trying to give off by taking pictures of the setup. But now that you guys can see the space that I live in, that I sleep in, that I work in, and that just is where I am, so you guys know where I live, and that's important for me, or know the place that I live in, because it's really important for me that you guys have that transparency with me as a creator. So cool. I'm gonna end the video now. That was a lot of fun to make. Guys, if you of course have any questions, please hit me up on the Instagrams. That is the best way to reach me. Any DMs about the setup, super important. Subscribe if you want to see this setup evolve, because of course it will, and of course my life as a creator and as a artist, as a gamer, as a software developer. I just want you guys to be a part of it if you guys want to. So thank you guys all so much. Remember to check out the Google Drive sheet that has everything in there. And yeah, that's it, guys. Thank you guys all so much for watching. As always, hit that like button, comment anything that you want about the setup, and I'll make bigger videos explaining the little gritty details about things. But love you guys all so much. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Super appreciate it. As always, stay awesomely beautiful, and hope I'll see you once again.